If I were Apple, I'd go, once you go Mac, ... You know, because I always wonder, I ask people a lot that live in Los Angeles, I'm like, do Apple employees that work in Compton, do they still wear blue, and do Target employees wear red, or do you change at work, or what's the status there? Is there a rivalry between Apple and Target in Compton? Or do you just work for the company that you're associated with? I don't know, nobody knows. I changed relationship statuses recently. I'll take your round of applause. Thank you very much. Thank you. Some of you commented on the internet. I'll tell you how I did it. Like I said, I valet park cars, so I was parking a car, I was parallel parking, and I'm backing in, and I just missed, and I started to pull back out again, and this brand new Audi A8 pulls up next to me, and it has tinted windows, and I look and the window rolls down, and I have to say it this way, otherwise she'll kill me. The most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life is sitting there, and she looks over and she says, are you pulling out? And I said, oh, and I tried to use my wit and my charm, and I go, I can pull out. I can. And she goes, and she like smiled, I'm like, oh, you're an idiot, Adam. And she like smiled, and she goes, my name, you know, whatever. And I'm like, my name's Adam. And when I tell you this girl's beautiful, this girl would make you forget your name, or forget your girlfriend's name, or forget that your girlfriend was sitting next to you, and it was her birthday, and you were taking her to dinner.
That's all right.
Yeah. So I'm single. That's not true. It's an old joke. My girlfriend's here. I won't point her out, but you'll figure it out. And for a while, dating in Los Angeles is awful because everyone's like a gold digger. They're all actresses, and they all try to figure out like how to get money and how to get guys and everything. So like I went to a club, and I'm wearing this because this is the nicest thing I own. So I'm standing in line. It is true. My sister bought it. My sister buys my clothes for me. So her husband asked me one day, he's like, I have a similar shirt. Do we shop at the same store? And I go, did your wife buy it? And he goes, yeah. I go, then yes, we do. It's a true story. So I'm standing in line for this club for like 20 minutes. I pay $40 to get in. I buy an $80 drink, and I sit down. All my friends are off getting the drinks. And this girl walks up to me, and she's like, hi. And I'm like looking around. I'm like, you talking to me? And she's like, yeah, you have nice lips. I'm like, well, I know I have nice lips, but like, what are we talking about here? And she's like, what kind of car do you drive? And she like puts her hand on my knee. And her name was Candy or Jasmine or something, I'm not sure. And I'm like, we're doing the car thing, and she's like, yeah, we are. And I valet park cars, so I can say Lamborghini or Rolls Royce or Mercedes Benz or McLaren. I know all the cars, I've driven them, but I don't want to lie. This could be the mother of my children, so I don't want to lie to this woman. So I said, I have a Maserati, and her hand started to move forward. And I said, sticker on my Ford Taurus. And she left, obviously, but for at least 3 seconds, there was love in that bitch's eyes. I swear to God. I went to McDonald's earlier today, which is an awful decision because I'm lactose intolerant. And I'm standing in line and I'm waiting for my McDonald's and everything. And I see a sign that says, fresh, delicious apple pies are yours free if we don't ask you for them. I'm thinking, I don't know, I worked in restaurants for my Uncle Ed. You know, I'm thinking, if there's bad food, you try to push it. Push the fish, it's going bad. Push it out. So I'm thinking, if the apple pie, I'm waiting in line, waiting. So I finally get to the front and I said, I'd like my order and I don't want an apple pie. I know they're disgusting. I know you're trying to push them. I don't want them. And the girl's like, oh, thank God, I definitely don't want them. You know, we hate pushing them and everything because nobody wants them. And then I'm waiting for my order, and I think, you know, all this talk about fresh, delicious baked apple pies, I kind of want one now. And I thought about it, and I'm like, she didn't actually ask me if I wanted one. So our back up, we discussed it, and her manager got involved, and she got fired, and I got a free apple pie. And I drove off in my Porsche. Which is what I call my car, I call it a Porsche. Except my friends are like, you can't call it a Porsche, it's a Porsche, because that's what they call it in Germany. I said, Germany? Because they call it Deutschland there, so shut up.